Okay people, so in this video I'm going to explain this heavy duty tie rod upgrade for Isuzus. Now as you can see here I have a factory wide track tie rod. This is a factory narrow track tie rod, so as a matter of fact the tie rod ends on these two are the same. Only thing that's different is this center adjusting thing. But as you can see, the heavy duty one is just a lot thicker and stronger. It's a lot heavier as well. So as much as I love Isuzus, the stock tie rods are not that good, they're very fragile, I know a lot of folks that have snapped them off-roading. Personally, I've never snapped one, but still having the heavy duty ones is just some cheap insurance, So at the end of the video, I'll leave a chart so that you know which parts to get depending on what year or what model Isuzu you have. So just keep in mind, this won't work for every Isuzu out there. For example, they won't work in early first gen Troopers with the 8-bolt front axle. They also won't work with second gen Rodeos and Amigos, because they went to a rack steering system. But that being said, this will work for later first gen Troopers, first gen Rodeos, second gen Troopers, the B-Cross, first gen Amigos, and even some years of the pickups. So these right here are Ford F-150 tie rods and adjuster sleeve. So this specific setup that I have right here will work for wide track and mid track vehicles. So now the tie rod ends are the same if you're going to do this upgrade on a narrow track vehicle, but you're going to use a different adjuster sleeve and you have to cut around ½ inch from each tie rod end. I'll show you why right now. So as you can see, the length is perfect for a wide track vehicle, because you'll have your adjuster sleeve right here and you'll be able to adjust it so you can align your vehicle afterwards. For a mid-track vehicle, it's very likely that you have to cut around ½ inch out of each tie rod end, but I mean after that it will work using the same sleeve. Now for narrow track vehicles you have to cut around ½ inch or 3/4 inch out of each end if you want to get it aligned. As you can see, this is a narrow track tie rod, and yeah, looks like you have to cut around 3/4 inch or maybe ½ inch out of each one so that you can align it. And of course you're going to use a different sleeve. As I said earlier in the video, I'll leave a chart at the end so you can know what sleeve to order depending on what year you have. But after you cut them and get the right sleeve, you'll be able to install them in your narrow track vehicle, and it's just so much stronger, You won't be snapping this, definitely, especially when you compare the sleeve with this adjuster rod right here. This one's very thin, this one's a lot thicker. So other than that, the taper end is very similar, but it's not perfect fit. However, you can just fit a washer and a locking washer on top of this. I mean, you're going to install this in your knuckle and your center link. Now before you install the nut, you're just going to install a washer and a locking washer and then your nut, and then this setup will give you no problems. So it's a well worth it upgrade. You won't have that risk of snapping this on the trails, especially if you're running bigger tires, and you have a locker and whatnot. It's just better to be prepared for everything. So as always, thanks for watching. I'll leave the chart at the end of the video so you can know what parts to order depending on what year and model you have. And if you have any questions, feel free to post them in the comments. I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. And yeah, Isuzu for life.